if you're working with a lot of data, if you're coming from the field where numbers really matter, or working with sheets or Excel matters, then I'm going to introduce you to two tools now. One of them is called as Numerous AI, and the other one's called Superjoin. But the interesting part is when I'm actually demoing this tool, I won't be launching these tools, but I'll be launching a sheet that I have instead. Now, this is a sheet of 20 reviews from various parents for my app called as Happy Eaters, which focuses on helping meal times with kids become more fun. Now, these are the names of the parents. This is the ratings that they've given, and these are the reviews that they've given, right? Exciting. I have this data, but I'm going to do three different use cases, and I'm going to need you all of you to focus on the formula bar here. Now, the first tool is called as Numerous AI, and I already have it installed. It's a simple Chrome extension. It's a simple Google Sheets extension, and you can see that it's loaded up on the side. Now, all I need to do is say, classify the sentiment of this review in the cell C2 as one of the following: positive, negative, and neutral. For any of the brand folks that have worked in reputation management, right? You can see that it's quickly read this review on our behalf and it says, okay, this looks positive overall. I'm going to drag this like any other formula that you've ever used. And in about 3, 2, 1, we should have all of these elements converted into, reviews that have now have a sentiment. Now, where is this interesting? I'm going to show you this little row here, row number 8, where Divya said she's given it a 5, but the tone is neutral. It says it doesn't show me the recipes. We would have never found this if we were just going with the number of 5 stars that we got, right? And I'm gonna close this on the side. Now, if you're coming from customer success, from operations, from places where you have to manage the operations of the user, what if I told you that AI can actually make you very human in the way you respond to your users, right? So I'm gonna say, write a one-liner reply for this review of the cell C2 and ensure that it speaks like the most happy person in the world, right? This is my prompt. I can always, change that to add a few things, right? For example, I can just say most sarcastic person in the world, and I hit enter, and you can see that AI is loading within the cell. It says, wow, who knew feeding a tiny human could be so complicated? Thank goodness for Happy Eaters, because clearly choosing between chicken nuggets and mac and cheese was just too much to handle. Now, the brand is called Happy Eaters, so probably sarcasm is not a great fit for the brand. So I'm going to go back and say happy and sweet person in the world. And you'll see that the emojis are back. I'm so thrilled to hear that Happy Eaters has made your mom life easier. Now I just drag this all the way to the bottom. And suddenly, all of these individual reviews have customized replies. No more thank you for your review, right? We're so sorry to hear you are having trouble accessing the app, but your feedback is like a sprinkle of sunshine that helps us improve. Thank you for letting us know, and we'll work to fix it right away. There you go. So all of them have different responses, different emojis. It just makes it feel so much more human, right? Now, if you're from the product background, you're always wondering, is that feature that I built actually worth it? Now, the prompt here is guess the product feature that prompted the user to write this review, and write it in exactly 2 words, because as product, you are already digging with so many things, right? So you want to ensure that you're getting the essence of it in the fastest way possible. So I just do that, and it reads this review, understands the product feature that broke it, that actually contributed to a good review, and suddenly you have internet connectivity is an issue. Raise that with the tech team. Slow performance is an issue. Look at your vitals and check. Right? Invasive advertising. They don't like the pop-up screens. Okay, we need to do something about that. Maybe we design it better, or maybe just not do it as much as we do. So all of these strategic actions are now possible if you use AI in the right way possible. Now, this was all Numerous AI. Like I mentioned, there's a double trouble with this particular demo. The other tool that I have is called as Superjoin, and Superjoin is an extension again, and it's even more accessible with this little button here. And I can just come here, and I'm going to show you the interface. So this is how the interface looks like. and it can do a bunch of things, right? But the thing that we'll explore today is the AI Copilot. Now, I've already done one past query because it allows you about 5 queries for free, and you can all try this in your Google Sheets. I said build a pie chart to visualize the distribution of sentiments, positive, negative, and neutral, from the reviews in your dataset. Ensure that the chart has clear title, labeled sections, and a legend for easy interpretation. This will help you quickly assess overall customer sentiment. It created a full blown plan for that, maybe much more than what we would do as humans. And then, if I just scroll to the right, you can see that said sentiment, it's written in the words, it's put in the formula of each of these words, and then it's gone ahead and done the chart generation on our behalf. It says that 68% of your reviews are positive. Way easier to read it this way than this, right? It says two of them are neutral and four of them are negative. Way easier for you to process. Generally, sentiment charts are in Pi, so that's a very quick way for you to convert data that you already have into a simple prompt, and suddenly you're generating more and more. Now you can start a new chat, and you can say so it's actually reading my data now, and you'll see that these are changed. So I'll say organize the review insights. So it says create a pivot table that summarizes the average rating by sentiment using the rating column, and go ahead and create a pivot. Now let's see how it does this. There you go. It's pasted something on the right, and you can see that it's done a breakdown of that by pivoting it right here. So if you're new to Excel, if you're just figuring out but you have the thought for it, right? This is a fantastic tool. Now that was Superjoin and Numerous AI, and it works with Google Sheets inside Sheets. It works with Excel inside Excel, which makes it incredible because at no point did I go to ChatGPT and say, "Hey, help me with the formula for this." Right? That's the context switching that it saves, and it's very important when you're working with large data sets. So Superjoin and Numerous AI were this particular demo. Now I'm moving to the last couple of demos, and I'm very excited for them because